Okay, hello everybody, and welcome back to this channel. My name's Kim Chamberlain, and on behalf of the Facebook group Channeling Development and Spiritual Growth, I have the wonderful opportunity to interview experienced channelers. And today we are very fortunate to have with us Edi Szentirmay. Wonderful to have you here.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
And please start off with telling us a bit about yourself. Who are you and what are you about?
Well, I am a mother of two and happily married to a lovely, supportive man who is not the mother of my children. So it's my second marriage. And I work as a public servant and really enjoy my job, which is fortunate. I'm in a lovely team and have lovely people to work with. So that makes all the difference. And as far as my spiritual side goes, that has been a work in progress for all my life, basically. It's something that has always interested me right from my childhood. I have gobbled up spiritual books and read about them endlessly. At one point, I was going to disappear into India and just go to an ashram. And this was when I was only 15, and my parents wouldn't hear of it, so I never went. But it's always been something dear to my heart and something I have explored for many years. And I did become a Christian, and then I found that that wasn't for me, and I explored a lot of other religions as well, just through reading. And I read the Bhagavad Gita, I read the Bible, everything you can imagine I read. And then I came across a book by Silver Birch, and he encapsulated spirituality to me in a way that showed me that it's more than religion. It's about the individual and what lives within us and how that's connected to spirit or the higher being, whatever you want to call it. And I was fortunate to join a circle group, and I used to go to a spiritualist church in the Hutt for quite a few years. And then so that was about over 20 years ago that I joined that. And I went to that on a regular basis, and then some things happened in my personal life, and so I stopped going. But now I've rejoined a wonderful circle group again in the Hutt, and I'm loving being part of that group. And meditation has always played a big part of my life. That also has been for over 20 years. And I continue to read a lot on spiritual things just so that I can continue to learn. I attend workshops and things as well, and I'm involved in various other things as well.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's been all your life, basically.
The spiritual aspects, yes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at channeling. So what kind of channeling do you do?
Well, I still consider myself a newbie compared to other people. I've heard their interviews, and they sound amazing what they do. But I guess I've the sort of channeling I've done is I first started off in circle group, where it was a safe environment and we were guided and taught how to channel. And so that opened the door for me. And then I was in my morning meditations doing channeled writing. So that was always very inspiring for me and guided me in my own personal life. And I didn't really do much with it except for using it to feed my own soul, I suppose. And then more recently, I did a course online with Suzanne Giesman, who is I think she's American. Yes, she's American, and she is a medium herself. And her course was wonderful, really an eye-opener, and confirmed a lot of things I'd read about. And then to continue on from there, I went to a channeling workshop in March this year as well, run by Lynn Thompson from the UK. And that was also a wonderful experience and quite emotional in many ways in terms of releasing stuff from myself to, I guess, clear myself more, to be a more open channel and to believe in myself more. And from that, a little group got together, based in Wellington, people based in Wellington, and we were meeting on a regular basis, about 6 of us, to continue to practice our channeling. And then, unfortunately, as life happens, you know, people dropped away, and now it's just one person and me who meet every Wednesday, most of the time, sometimes every second Wednesday, to practice channeling and healing with each other.
Oh, wow. And when you practice the channeling, what kind of channeling is it?
It's a mix. So I do channel messages for my friend. And so I bring through my guide and speak about whatever there is that comes through. And then she might ask some questions. So my guide will answer those as well. And invariably, we also do some healing on each other. And so I bring in my healing guide, and that healing practice has evolved in terms of what I do. So I use light language, and I also do toning, so using my voice for, she said it's called toning. I hadn't heard of that before, but it's using your voice to create various vibrations, healing vibrations for the person.
Wow, you don't sound like a beginner at all.
Well, it is quite new, and I have also been fortunate enough to use channeling on healing on someone else as well, where I've brought through messages for them that help them to release emotion, and that helped with her healing process.
Mm. Wow. So how do you prepare to do channeling? How do you actually do it?
Well, um, first of all, I just center myself through taking some deep breaths, and I breathe in white light and God's unconditional love, and then I breathe out any energies that no longer serve me or aren't serving me at the time. And then I simply ask my guide to step in and step in close to me. And then I just surrender and draw my attention upwards into my third eye, as well as out into my auric field. And then I just basically open myself up to receive the transition from me to my guide. And I feel a shift occurring, and usually I get a bit of a shiver through my body. And then I just move into this really beautiful space of, it just feels very loving, a loving space. And I just feel that connection with my guide. And I feel like I change in how I feel on my face in particular, but also my body, because my guide is quite big
All
and
right.
quite a rounded
Yeah.
face. And so I just feel like it's not my face anymore. I don't
Yeah.
know if that makes sense.
Yes. Yes.
And then I just step aside, because the worst thing that you can do really is to have your mind click in and start questioning, is my guide really here, or am I making this up? And so I just step aside as best as I can and trust, and I
Mm.
just let the energy flow through me, and whatever words come into my mind, I just start speaking. The human mind, when we normally speak, likes to think about, oh, this is what I'm going to say, you know, and we work out what we're going to say. And so I find when I'm channeling my guide, then I have to just trust that every word I speak will be from him
Mm.
and come through. So it's a really a letting go process and
Mm.
allowing it just to flow through. And the words just pop in and they
Yes.
just flow
Yeah.
out. Yeah, and it just feels so beautiful,
Mm.
very energizing. It's a lovely energy to be in.
And do you know who your guide is?
Um, his, yeah, I do. And I also have a female guide, but that sometimes comes through, and she's a bit more gentle. But my guide has told me that his name is Merlin.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And I don't know the name of my female guide.
Mm. So how did your guides come to connect with you?
I'm just thinking because it was a long time ago, but way back, I went for a meditation, a guided meditation where it was a tape, a CD that I had, and it just took me into a quiet space, like into a garden, and then you cross over a bridge, and then in the mist, you just see someone appearing, and it's
Mm.
your guide.
Mm.
Um, and my guide became very clear. And it was
And he
interesting
speaks to you.
because I've had Merlin with me for a very long time. And then I was talking to someone else and started describing Merlin to her, and she recognized him as
Mhm.
well. So she was also a medium.
Nice. So for those people starting off, do you have any advice?
Yes, I think it's really important to, first of all, have a desire to want to channel, and to have the right reasons. Um, Everything should be based from a point of love and a wanting to connect with a higher vibration, and that light and love that can flow through you. And to believe in yourself and know that you are good enough and worthy enough to channel. I think that was my biggest problem of not feeling worthy enough. And I managed to work through that. And I really do feel it's our birthright. Our channels are waiting to connect with us. They want to be able to channel through us. And the more people can do it, the more love and wisdom they can bring through for themselves. And it does transform you. It places you in a much more spiritually aware position, not just in that moment when you're channeling, but also afterwards. It does start to transform you as a person, and it opens up your heart more to spirit, and to the understanding of what it means to be a spiritual person on this earth. And then it also opens up because you're opening up your vibration and raising your vibration. It does open you up for things to happen in your life that will help you continue to grow spiritually. So it really is worth taking that time and giving you that yourself, that gift of channeling, and just seeing where it will take you from there. And it's just
Oh,
simply a matter of trusting yourself
yes.
and placing yourself in that vibration of love
Mm.
and just surrendering.
That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Thank you. That's very, very wise words for people starting out. And I love the fact that you're talking about being in the energy of trust and how much it can transform you once you're in that energy. It is a beautiful energy to be in. Oh, thank you so much, Adi. It's been very, very interesting talking to you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
for
for
those
the
of you who are
opportunity,
listening,
Kim.
sorry.
Thank you for the
Oh,
opportunity.
no, it's been really good to speak to you. Thank you. For those who are listening, I will put the details of the Channeling Facebook group below. You're very welcome to join us. Thank you.